Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are going to talk about the iPad Pro. The iPad Pro is Apple's high-end tablet computer. The latest iPad Pro models feature a powerful M1 chip, a Thunderbolt port, an improved front-facing camera, a Liquid Retina XDR mini LED display option on the larger model, and up to 16 GB of RAM and 2 TB of storage. Apple typically updates the iPad Pro every 12 to 18 months. There are two different iPad Pro models currently available. One has an 11-inch LED Liquid Retina display and a price starting at $799, while the other has a better 12.9-inch mini LED Liquid Retina XDR display and a price starting at $1,099. The 11-inch iPad Pro is the most portable iPad Pro option, also being thinner and lighter than its larger counterpart, whereas the 12.9-inch iPad Pro is the best option for entertainment and productivity tasks that can take advantage of the larger display. Other than screen size, the two iPad Pro models have different display technologies. Although they both support the same key features like 120 Hz ProMotion, P3 wide color, and True Tone, the 12.9-inch model has a mini LED display. This allows the larger iPad Pro to deliver up to 1000 nits of full-screen brightness, 1600 nits of peak brightness, a 1:1 contrast ratio with deeper blacks, and true-to-life HDR. Users who consume or create HDR content, or would simply prefer a better display, should opt for the 12.9-inch mode. Beyond the screen size and display technology, the two iPad Pro models are identical. There is a $300 price difference between the smaller and larger model, so it is only worth getting the larger model if you can take advantage of the mini LED display or the larger screen. It is also worth noting that some accessories, such as the Magic Keyboard and Smart Keyboard Folio, are $20 to $50 more expensive for the larger model. At the top of the iPad Pro, there's a sleep-wake button along with two speakers. On the right side, there are volume up and down buttons, a magnetic connector, and a nano SIM tray on cellular iPads. As with previous models, there is no headphone jack on the iPad Pro, and headphones that work with USB-C are required. The square-shaped camera bump housing a wide-angle camera, ultra-wide-angle camera, LiDAR scanner, and True Tone flash remains unchanged from the 2020 model. Instead of authenticating and unlocking through a Touch ID fingerprint system, the iPad Pro uses the Face ID feature that Apple has been adding to its products since 2017. Face ID does all of the same things that Touch ID does, like unlocking your iPad, allowing access to third-party passcode-protected apps, confirming purchases, and authenticating Apple Pay payments. Face ID uses sensors and cameras built into the top bezel of the iPad Pro, and Apple calls its multi-component setup the TrueDepth camera. To create the scan of your face that is used for authentication purposes, a dot projector projects over 30,000 invisible infrared dots onto your face. Is the iPad waterproof? That's really a good question. No iPad model is water resistant. As noted, it is water resistant to minor splashes that don't get inside. Since there are openings in the case, it is not waterproof. Try to avoid any exposure to water. The first iPad Pro, the 12.9-inch version, was announced on September 9, 2015, and released on November 11, 2015. It is larger than all previous iPad models, and the first iPad tablet to feature LPDDR4 RAM. iPad Pro, 2021, colors, silver versus space gray. The front-facing TrueDepth camera system includes a new 12-megapixel camera for selfies and FaceTime videos with a wider aperture, and it continues to support portrait mode, portrait lighting, and Animoji, and M-emoji. The iPad Pro contains the same camera system as the previous model, featuring a 12-megapixel wide-angle camera with an f/1.8 aperture and a 10-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera with an f/2.4 aperture and a 125-degree field of view. The Apple has also equipped the iPad Pro with a 4-speaker audio setup that adjusts sound to any orientation. There are 2 speakers at the top of the iPad and 2 speakers at the bottom, enabling stereo sound. When an MFI-compliant case such as the Magic Keyboard or smart keyboard is attached to the iPad Pro and closed. There's a hardware microphone disconnect feature that disables the microphone altogether. iPad Pro 2020 comes with a 12MP main camera, a 10MP ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 7MP selfie camera. Use the versatile USB-C port on iPad Pro 11-inch, first and second generation, and iPad Pro 12.9-inch, third and fourth generation, to charge the device, power other devices, and connect to accessories like cameras and displays. In April of 2021, the M1 iPad Pros are the newest iPads in Apple's lineup and are very, very early in their product cycle, meaning that now is the best time to buy. Anyway guys, that's all for today. Please like and subscribe.